I do that all the time. Hey guys, it's Luisa and welcome back to my channel, and as the title suggests, we will be talking about facials. So it's Facial 101, a beginner's guide. So it will benefit those who have never tried facials before, who are curious to try it, or who are meaning or considering trying facials but have no idea what to expect or how to start. So basically on this video, we'll be talking about what is a facial, do you need one, how to determine if you need one or not, and where you should get it. Also, I want you guys to know that I am not a dermatologist, nor am I an esthetician. So I'm not a skin expert, but I have tried facials before. So I have been getting it regularly every month. There was even a time I get it every 2 weeks or every week because I was diagnosed with moderate acne vulgaris. So basically that just means I have a lot of pimples, and that started way back when I was just 18 or 19, back in second year to third year college. I had it done with 2 different dermatologists and around 4 different skin clinics. To name a few, I've tried Flawless, Let's Face It, ISA, and Skin 101. So the longest I've been with a skin clinic is with Skin 101, which I've been there for like 2 to 3 years. No, 3 years I think. And then Flawless, I've been with Flawless for about 2 years. So anyway, we won't be getting into that. So like I said, we will just be dealing with the 4 questions that I mentioned moments ago. And yeah, let's jump ahead with the rest of the video. So what is a facial? So I know there are different kinds of facials out in the market or in different skin clinic. There are acne control facials, collagen facial, oxygen therapy facials. But basically on this video, we'll be talking about the most common that I've noticed in like skin clinics and even with my dermatologist. And basically it's the facial wherein they manually extract the gunk from underneath your pores. So basically what they usually do is they steam your face, and once your pores are opened up, they use a tool to get it out. So does it help? In my personal opinion, yes. Because that way, the gunk aren't trapped inside your pores, and all you have to do is wait for it to heal. So the next question would probably be, do I need one? Well, the only answer to that is a maybe. Because the only person that can actually tell you whether you need a facial or not is with a dermatologist. Now, I know it could be costly to go to a dermatologist. Consultation fee isn't cheap, and you have to go back over and over again, pay consultation, and then treatments on top of that, and medications on top of that. And if you don't have the budget, I'll be giving you a tip on how you can actually get a proper consultation with a dermatologist and find out whether you need a facial or not. So of course, if you have the budget, you can just go to your trusted dermatologist and inquire whether you need a facial or not. And you can also inquire about other treatments that you might need while doing the consultation. But for this video, we'll just focus on how you will be able to get that consultation if you don't have the budget. It has happened to me before. I don't have the budget to go to a dermatologist. So what I did was I went to a Flawless Skin Clinic. So if you guys aren't aware of Flawless Skin Clinic, they're usually in like huge malls like SM, and it's the one with the hot pink interior design, and it's just really nice inside. It looks classy and expensive, but it says right outside in the glass window, or not, glass door, you can see that the consultation is done for free. Or if it's not stated there, then you can just go straight to the receptionist and ask them if they still have the free consultation with a dermatologist. And I think they still have a free consultation because my sister went there around November, December, and she told me they still have that thing going on. So basically, you can just go get there, get your consultation done for free. Yes, I'm not kidding. I've tried it before. It is for free. So you can get your assessment done. The doctor will definitely get some history and suggest some treatments and medications that you can put on your face, and other medications that you might be suggested to take orally. So that way, you will be able to find out whether you need a facial or not. Also, you will find out about other treatment. But we're not going to get into that. Like I said, if you want me to talk about other treatments that I've tried, we can do that in another video. But for now, we're going to keep it into just facial. So after the consultation, whether on your trusted dermatologist or on Flawless clinics or even in other skin clinics with resident dermatologists, the next question would be, do I have to do the treatments right away? Of course not. You have the right to think about it. So if the doctor suggests some treatments or some medications that you're not comfortable with, you can voice that out with your dermatologist. Also, if they're too expensive for you, you have to tell your doctor so that she can modify it and suggest other treatments that might be more suited to your budget and stuff like that. But basically, if you're just not comfortable with the treatments that they're suggesting for you to take, don't do it. Think about it some more, or postpone it, or just not do it at all. It's all upon your decision. So what I would suggest is, while you're doing the consultation, ask questions. So ask a lot of questions. What to expect? What will happen if I do this? How long do I have to take the treatment? How often do I have to take the treatment? So yeah. And once you're all clear, your questions have all been answered, you can now start thinking for yourself and decide whether you actually want to get those treatments done. Like for example, like I said, facial. If you have maybe moderate to severe acne, they'll probably suggest that you get a facial. In my experience, I've always been suggested to get facials, peelings, and then I was prescribed with medications. That's the usual treatment that I go through, and it helps with my skin condition. But of course, like I said, you don't have to do it right away. And I can't stress it enough. Think about it some more. So now that you know that you need a facial, the next question that's probably running through your head is, where should you get it? Should you get it with an actual dermatologist, wherein the dermatologist will be the one to extract your pimples and all that? Or should you get it in a skin clinic where estheticians do it for you? So personally, I get my facials done with an esthetician and my consultations with a dermatologist. So it's like a combined treatment. But back when I was just starting with facial, I first had it done with a dermatologist, which is also the same thing that I would suggest to anyone who's just starting with facial, or to anyone who can actually afford facials. I highly suggest that you go to a dermatologist. Why? Because they are the skin experts. Of course, it's going to be more expensive compared to getting your facials done in a skin clinic, but that's only because they are skin experts. Like I said, they had 4 years of pre-med, 4 years of medicine, 1 year clerkship, 1 year internship, and several years of residency before they got that specialization in dermatology. I don't think that you will go wrong if you go to a dermatologist. Of course, there are some dermatologists who are better than other dermatologists. We'll talk about that later. Of course, in a general sense, if you compare like skin experts and estheticians, I'd say go for the dermatologists. But like I said, personally, I get it done with an esthetician and then my consultation with a dermatologist. And the main reason is because I don't have the budget to actually go to a dermatologist on a regular basis and have the treatment done over there. But like I said, if you have the budget, go for the dermatologist. Now, if you don't have the budget, you can do it like I do. I get the consultation with the dermatologist and then I get my facials done by a facialist or an esthetician. So, where should you get it? If you're gonna get it in a skin clinic, where should you get it? Personally, for me, the best skin clinics are Skin 101 and Flawless, because I've been with them the longest period of time. Like I said, Flawless 2 years, Skin 101 2 or 3 years, something like that, but just a really long time. And they provide you with good service. But if they are not accessible to you guys, or if you're just not comfortable with those skin clinics that I have mentioned, of course, you have your own preference and you have to think about that for yourself. What I would suggest is you actually do your research. Okay? So don't just randomly go to like a salon that offers facials for like 100 pesos. I mean, what do you expect? I'm not dissing on them. I'm not trying to put them down or anything, but it's your face and you have to take care of your face, and with manual extraction, you're gonna get like wounds. But if they are done properly, you won't get any pinprick scars. You might get hyperpigmentations from the actual extraction, but that will fade away over time, especially with the help of medications. But if they do it wrong, then you're gonna get like craters on your face, and you don't want that. So I highly suggest that if you're gonna go to a skin clinic, go to one that has a good reputation. And how do you do that? Do your research. The internet is full of information, and you can just type in the specific skin clinic that you're interested in, search for reviews, and don't just stop there. Search for specific branches, because there are forums that talk about like different skin clinics, and there are other people who talk about their experiences in specific branches and with specific people. So you can actually get like an overview on how it's like to actually go to that specific place and get your facial done with a specific person, which I will get to in a little bit. So yeah, don't just go to any random skin clinic. I know that some of them could be really tempting, really cheap, but like I said, it's your face, and if they go wrong, it's going to be harder to remove a scar. But of course, that's just my personal opinion. You can ask for recommendations from your friends. Whether you're gonna get your facials done with a dermatologist or an esthetician or with a skin clinic, there are a few things that I would like you to keep in mind. For one, like I said, do your research, know your dermatologist, and know the skin clinic that you're getting into, or even if you can, research on different estheticians that actually work there. Some forums contain those information. So do your research. Next is, just because other people are pleased with it doesn't mean you have to create that fantasy that this skin clinic was raved about by Luisa, so I should like it too. No, if you don't like it, then you don't like it. Don't be swayed by other people's recommendations. Although, of course, I always say that it's always good to ask for recommendations from other people just to give you an overview on what to expect when you actually go there. But like I said, if you're not feeling comfortable with just the setting on that place or the people inside, don't push through with it. Also, ask yourself, is the dermatologist trustworthy? Or do you just feel like trusting yourself with that dermatologist? That is very, very important, because getting your treatment done with a dermatologist is not one way. It's not all about the dermatologist, it's also about you. If you don't feel comfortable enough with your dermatologist, and if you don't feel like you can trust them with your face, you probably won't comply with the treatments and the medications that they're gonna give you. And you're just gonna question them, and you're just not gonna be happy with the whole treatment process, and I'd say you're just wasting your time and money. So if there's like doubt on the back of your head, then just search for another dermatologist or search for another skin clinic. Also, you have to think about whether you are comfortable enough to share everything with your dermatologist. Why? Because the dermatologist will ask you about your history, and the dermatologist will ask you about your routine and all that. And you have to be honest with your dermatologist. You have to feel safe that you can actually share anything that you put on your face. Just find someone wherein you can actually share everything and at the same time ask everything. If you feel like your doctor isn't open with you and he or she is not open to questions, or you don't feel like the doctor will entertain your questions, or you don't just feel like you can ask questions to your dermatologist, or probably you're scared, or it just feels awkward to ask questions with your dermatologist, look for another one. Always, you have to be comfortable enough, because like I said, it is a two-way process. It's not all going to come from your dermatologist. Also, you have to think about the location. So whether you're going to a dermatologist's clinic or a skin clinic, you have to think about the location. Why? Because you're probably gonna get follow-ups. And follow-ups can range from every 2 weeks, every week, to every month. So if it's very far from your house, let's say it's 2 hours away from your house, so it will take you 2 hours to go there and 2 hours to go back. So that's 4 hours, and another hour that you have to devote on the actual consultation and the treatment process. Sometimes it even takes more than 1 hour if you have severe acne. So 5 hours, are you willing to go that far? 5 hours just to get your treatments done? If yes, then you can just go stick with that skin clinic. Otherwise, if you don't think you can commit because of location and stuff like that, then I suggest you just find something or someplace that's near your place where you're staying, or near your workplace, because you can always go there after work and stuff like that. So you have to take into consideration these things. Another thing that you have to take into consideration is the price. So remember, I said I used to be a loyal customer to Flawless, and then I switched to several different ones until I found and stayed with Skin 101. And the main reason why I stick to Skin 101 is not because the treatment in Flawless became bad. No, it's still pretty good. But it's just that it reached a point wherein I couldn't afford it anymore. I think there was a point in time wherein they don't do the regular facials anymore. They always do the advanced one, wherein the mask covers both your eyes and your lips, and they don't do the regular facials anymore. I don't know what happened to that, but I think my sister told me that the regular facials came back. But when it came back, I was already with Skin 101 and I found out that it's much cheaper there. Anyway, so yeah, you also have to think about the price because, of course, you're gonna shell out some money. And if you're not comfortable shelling out this amount, a blank amount of money just for your face, then ultimately you won't be happy with your treatment. So it took me a while to get to Skin 101, but I feel that they have affordable treatments and their medicines are quite affordable, so I can buy it regularly and I can go back regularly. It's just 30 minutes away from my house, so it's the perfect place. And I found a dermatologist in that specific branch. By the way, I go to Skin 101 as a Muntinlupa, if you guys are curious, and I go with the Friday doctor. So they have a schedule with their doctors. I go for the Friday schedule. I'm not going to be getting more into myself. This is just going to be a beginner's guide, like I said. So yeah, maybe you also want to ask me, is it painful? Yes. Yes, it is painful. But if you ask me, it is also worth it. So yeah, I guess this is going to be the end of the video. It's already a pretty long video in my opinion, but yeah, if you want me to do other videos regarding related treatments and medications that have been prescribed to me, or even oral acne medications that have been prescribed or I've tried, like supplements and stuff like that, I can also do a video on that, or skin peeling, pimple injections and stuff like that. Also, once I do my blog post regarding the Facial 101, I will also be linking it down in the description bar because, of course, sometimes when I'm doing the video, I tend to forget some things and I'm able to include that in the blog post. So maybe you guys will be interested with that. So I'll just link it down below. Again, if you have questions, just comment down below, comments, suggestions. And if you have also tried facials before and you want to share your own opinion regarding them, then feel free to do so in the comment section. That is free for everyone. I love hearing from you guys. And yeah, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye!